We're in the middle of the 15 qualities of Meseches Derech Zuta, which we're going to say to become a Talmid Chacham, and we're up to Meseches in Perek Gimel in the edition with Derech and Orchos Chaim, and Meseches is Kones V'Zachron. Interesting language. You gather and remember. It says Derech Kones V'Zachron Kozachron Kvar Be'anu L'Mal Shein Ketz Gvul Chachma. There's no limit and boundary for wisdom. And Afshu Chacham. Even if you're smart, you will also continue to gather chachma from elsewhere, other people, other places. The zichron yishe is the chazachron, and remember them. She's kor chachma, so which is a lot harder than we gather chachma. Vavshi is the kor mutba b'teva, even though it would see everybody's memory is different, and it seems that it's hard to command somebody to remember if they don't have a good memory. How do we explain that? In koza, nevertheless. You shouldn't be able to more than to remember. Nevertheless, well, that is well known. Something which a person likes, loves, it's embedded in his koach, it's embedded in the power of his intellect. He never gets distracted from it. It means he never loses its memory. Therefore, the supposed to recognize how precious wisdom is. Who kones osa ba'avor, he gathers it with great love, and it's embedded in the power of his memory. Asher lo tishrach la'amel, that he'll never forget it. And here it brings down in the Orchos Chaim the famous pasuk, Ma havti torasecha kol yom yisichasi. How much of the Torah is my discussion all day, which he explains, Kol kach gavrabi abos torasecha, I love your Torah so much, asher enam musachas midaiti, that's never deviates from my consciousness. Shekol yom and zocher l'siach ba, I'm always recollecting it and talking about it. Of course, one doesn't recollect all one's Torah every day, but the idea is, and one has capacity to remember properly. This is why Chazal say, it's the person should only learn what he enjoys learning. Because the footnote explains, which is very similar to what Derech Zuta said, what the Chaim is saying here, that a person's mind and memory only grasps, understands, and retains that which he enjoys and loves learning. Interesting. She responds a lot. You should not make a mistake in your learning. It's interesting. I wouldn't attach it that way. He's saying that you should resolve all your speckles. Actually, to the point that your learning is clarified in your hands. I would say it's push-up. I mean, it seems to say that you should encourage people to ask you questions and answer those questions as in the same derech as Vitamida Yos Mikulam. When you're challenged, you're more likely to master and retain that wisdom. He says here in Chav Gimel in the Orchos Chaim, it says, "Asher Adam Shemesachik Atzma Divrei Torah." Wow, praises the person who makes himself happy with Divrei Torah, and he sits and he plows in them. Like an animal which plows a field. A fascinating language. Hey, Kodesh Baruch Hu says to, I guess, the Talmid Chacham, Divrei Torah, the first and the last are yours. Akam Lashon. Kind of a medrash clear. So other mostly Mechadesh Divrei Torah, when person adds and is Mechadesh in Divrei Torah, Shechoresh Bohem, he plows in them. Kemach Choresh is like an animal which plows in Mitzamachas Michadasha, which leads to new growth. Azamel Kodesh Baruch Hu, and Hashem says to him, Divrei Torah Rishonim, Mashulmadim Izul Asecha, even the Torah which you initially learned, which you learned from other people, which you were Mechadish, Heim Shalach, also considered to be your Chiddush. They're also called on your name because of the addition that you added on every aspect, a new thing, which is a beautiful idea. That now it says Torah delay, and it becomes your own Torah, means not just the last thing which you learn, but everything you learn then becomes like a kinyan shino. You acquired it by the addition which you added to it. And he says here, brings down from Medrash Shoicher Toiv. Ki Torah Hashem Cheptzo. The Torah of Hashem is desire. Ze Yitzchak. I know he's going to command his children to do the right thing. Torah so Yegeh, and his Torah he will contemplate. Amar Shugamliel Avraham lo lo av shalim do Torah. Avraham did not have a father who taught him Torah. Me'ayin lamad. From where do you learn? Kind of Shimon answered. I said, well, Shimon Gamliel, no, it's not Shmuel Bar Nachman, Shmuel Bar Nachmani. And when Shimon Yochai responded, B'lamid Shazim Lo Kosh Baruch Shtei K'Yosav, famous Chazal, Kosh Baruch Hu made his two kidneys, Kishnei Rabban, like two rabbis, V'Novos, and they flowed, and B'lamdos Oso Chachma, and taught him wisdom. Hamamar V'Akesh Bitronom. This requires an understanding. Ma Ra'u HaKachol Lidrosh Rosha Mikol Yitzchak. By the first part of the passage, he went to Yitzchak. V'Lo Avraham, and not Avraham Avinu. And then, only then, they went to Avraham Avinu. Furthermore, that pasuk which brings on Yitzchak Dativ, I know it's going to command his children who nemar b'Avram. It's stated about Avram Avinu. But it means like we explained. Torah so much a person learns from elsewhere, for somebody else. If he doesn't say something new about it, Nikres al Shem Torah Hashem, it's called the Torah of Hashem, below Torah so not his own Torah. Zer Hashem Avarakim, the Torah Hashem Cheptzo, the Yitzchak. That the Torah Shem Cheptzo was Yitzchak. It's an amazing statement to make about Yitzchak. I would not make the statement, but it's not me making it. The Orchos Chaim is making it. Shelo Yolam Mechadesh Bo. If Shalom HaKom Avram Aviv. Yitzchak was not about Chidushim. He learned everything of Avram Avinu. I guess because, as a contradiction to Avram Avinu had no Rebbe, Yitzchak had a Rebbe. So therefore, for him, it's called Torah Hashem. Because Hashem said, I know about Avraham Avinu, this is going to teach his children all the Torah. So Yitzchak learned all the Torah from Avraham Avinu. Avram Shloyam Emil Lemod, Rak Hilosav Lemdu Alav, Rak Hilosav, but Avraham Avinu had nobody from to learn, only his innards. Limdu, they taught him. Alav Ne'amar, because him it says, Yafeh, it says appropriately, so Russell Yeager. In his Torah, he will be contemplating because his own Torah, he creates Al Shmo, just to call it on his name. All right, the question about what it means is better, in my opinion, than the answer, but okay. And then he says, the Son said, Kiva Kasha Merotza Kushbal Zakos is Israel. It's actually Zakos Makos at the end. Filo Chibram Torah Mitzvah, Shem Hashem Chavetz Man to go deal to have here. So there's a famous Rambam on that about why so many mitzvos, but the Orchos Chaim gives his own shot here. Lefisha Rotzakush Bo Zakos Yisrael, meaning to be maknet Am Yisrael the Torah. She had Nikra Torah al Shma. This is nice. The Torah should be called Am Yisrael's Torah. V'yichov Nasam Torah. They ever get a Torah she Tochein Lahar Bosba, in which they can add on Yagdil Torah. And that way, Chadish and to say new things about it. Shneimar says, Hashem chavetz manzi kosher Yisrael, Shematz the tzedakah for Am Yisrael, Sheikori al Shema to be called his Torah. Hey, so is that? So what was the idea? What idea was underlies that? Shayad Deal Yisrael said Torah v'yadir b'chidushim. Kashma the Am Yisrael should expand the Torah and say chidushim, and then it's called Am Yisrael's Torah. That is a beautiful word. I like that a lot. Okay, back to the text. So the next thing is Shol Kinyan Meshiv Kalacha. He says here from these Bar Lamala. Explained it before. Shomei Mosiba Kol Perek Davar. It's Memal. If you add, which he alluded to in one of the Orchos Chaim we just learned, but Shomei, he adds on each Perek a new thing. He adds something new to each Perek. Actually, I see I did the Orchos Chaim out of order. The Orchos Chaim I did about Tana Bilyo is going actually on this Memal of Shomei Mosiba Kol Perek Davar. Okay, sorry about that. Then he says, "Kasher divrei azulos mitzkabli b'leiv." When the words of another person are accepted in your heart, so then b'leiv hashman in the heart of the person who listens. Azul os kasher mosif advarim b'shema rise to tavos chachma. The fact that they're absorbing his heart is indicated by the fact that he adds on evidence and additional chachma. Zeu shekol kach tiskah b'chachma b'leiv atam b'chacham. It means that the chachma has been so much received in the heart of Tam b'chacham. Ad shal mosif al kol perek shalom. So he adds every chapter which you learned is a davar chidush, some new idea. Tacheno, it's also possible to explain like this. V'shbiana kavana b'maneh el yo. She'adam lo mei Torah can be piak. So have a person learns Torah from a book, a pichacham, or from a sage. Mosi mechal yishbo, and he adds and is mechal shen as gama Torah shalom ezula. So, like we saw in the Orchos Chaim, the Torah he learned from his somebody else. Retroactively, nechshav kilu shalo. It's retroactively considered his. So Torah kilu he Torah so. Mamar Mzal b'tchila nikreis Hashem no shakrish baruch hu. Let us all say initially it's called by the name of Hashem, and sof nikreis Hashem, then it's called in his name. Okay, now that we opened up our balance of Derech Chaim and Orchos Chaim, holech mem beis holech etzel chacham. Should go to a sage. Because the Derech Chaim holech etzel chacham. Shein mantin shia b'chacham etzlo. Don't wait till the chacham comes to you. Don't wait till the teacher comes to you. Well, hol rak holech etzel chacham. V'ayna chacham. I'm there to teach you. And the class also means to go to the Chacham. Even though you might not learn from him. You might give a lousy shear. You might not give a shear. You might come to turn down. He didn't show up today. Nevertheless, you got the schar for going there. If you go, even if you don't do schar halicha biyado, at least you get the schar of attempting to do so. Lamed learns in order to teach, in order to do. The halachas should apply nowadays. Those which don't apply. This is cute chapa, though I don't think it's shot. I think lamed and lasos are mean to teach and to do, but he's saying no. There's two types of din. So those halachas which don't apply this man is that that's how master lamed. You learn how to teach. Because you can't do that. But you can learn it and teach other people. Also, those which are you can do today. You learn in order to do them. Okay, creative, definitely creative. Okay, I think we will stop here for this session. So we did today through Mem Gimel. Next time we'll have to do Mem Dalet.